What is up, savages? When we mined XWP on the solo pool in the Netherlands 2 nights ago, or 2 nights ago, we had quite a few rejected shares. And last night I went ahead and set up to mine using HashRate.os to mine swap on the official pool. Let's look at this is what the results were for the solo pool. And we're going to get into this a little bit more, but I do want to point out that our personal luck was really low at 41%, and that might play into the fact that it was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be as far as the total rewards for the day, for the 24-hour period. Probably because of that personal luck factor. It was just so incredibly low, which means that we were actually being rewarded for more blocks than we should have based on the amount of hash rate that we had on the network. So if you're perfect, then it's 100%. If you're slower or less rewards are being received, then or less blocks are being solved, then your luck factor, your percentage actually goes up. So it's almost the opposite of what you would think it would be. The lower the number, the better. But 100% is what you're going to get over a long period of time based on your amount of hash rate. So anyway, I wanted to compare this solo mining with a regular pool, the official pool mining over 24 hours. So like I was saying last night, I set it up to mine to the official pool. So I want to kind of compare and see what we did. Plus I got some other stuff I need to talk about because I made a huge mistake in a previous video on swap. I don't know, probably just tired. I don't know what I did, but we'll get into it right after this. All right, so the Kookaroo 29S algorithm that swap uses hashes better on NVIDIA GPUs than it does on AMD's. Most people use Gminer as the miner to mine swap on NVIDIA. On the particular rig that I used for this little test here was a 6 GPU NVIDIA 10 series rig. And if you look at the profitability today, right now on what to mine, we come over here and go to this rig, which is set up like this. It's two 1070s, two 1070 Ti's, and two 1080s. And I'm at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And if I calculate here, I think swap will probably be, okay, so it dropped one. A non kind of popped up. Actually, they're the same. As far as profitability goes after electric. So it's not bad. It's still up at the top. I would put this in the second spot actually, where it was earlier today. And I just want to kind of note, let's make a mental note of how many the estimated rewards are. So we'll say about 50, right, on average with this particular rig. And if you wanted to look at other GPUs and how they fare, you know, all of the NVIDIA GPUs from, you know, probably even the 1060, I would imagine. Let's see where swap shows up on there. Yeah, see, so even on the 1060, so basically any 10 series or 20 series card right now on NVIDIA is going to do really well on swap. You know, you can kind of prove that by going all the way over to the 2080 Ti, doing a calculate, and then you can see swap is near the top. Grin CT31 always hits really high on the 2080 Ti. So to be a little bit more realistic and say a 2080, then swap is going to be up there. Yeah, number 2. So and then it'll basically be that way all the way down. And this is just right now. This is today. You know, this could change by in the morning. It could change by the end of the stream. So just remember all of that. All right. Let's look at my particular rig here. My particular rig is doing 32.89 using HashRate.os, and if you want to see what overclock settings are, that's what we are dealing with right now. Let me check the chat, see if anybody's in here. What's up, Serial Thriller? Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate that. But in the case of Solo Pool, the one that we were using in the Netherlands, it was, you know, if you read the, not the instructions, but the, what actually happens, it is solo mining. According to them, it is solo mining. You get rewarded on whether or not you hit a block or not, and you get that reward for that block. It's similar to like a micro pool, which I've got some videos on that also. And yeah, so it's basically the same thing. It's just like being on a pool that has no other miners on it, right? If you're the only miner on a pool, then that's solo pool. So yeah, thanks for all that. All right, so and the one that we were on was, like I said, it was in the Netherlands. It was this one. If you go to miningpoolstats.stream, you know, this one shows up as, I think there's 2 listed on there for swap as far as solo pool, but this one was, I think the other one didn't have any activity on it at all, if I remember right. This one had some, I think there were maybe 10 miners on it or something like that, which doesn't matter because you are solo mining. So yeah, so if you go down to, let's see here, I think if you go to help over here, it talks about it right here, how it works. It is a solo mining pool. So just to clarify that. Now, whether or not they are, you know, doing anything on the back end, I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying that this pool is awesome or anything. I'm just saying that that's what we connected to do a solo mining effort. All right. Let me go back to where I was. All right, and let's see here. Where was I? I checked the chat and got off track here. Oh, I was going through the profitability. Okay, so over here. All right, so this, yeah, I was going to go to coins and then show you like a specific, show you my rig. Again, it's on Hashrate OS, and these were the overclock settings, and that's where I was. But if you look right here, I'm doing 32.89 on swap. And if we go over to what to mine and go to swap, we can plug in some numbers here and kind of get an idea of what we are looking at. So on the power side, it looks like at the wall, I'm pulling right about 770. If you look in the top left-hand corner there, this is a smart plug that I use on this rig. So it's 770 watts basically at the wall. So we'll plug that into the calculator here. And I'm at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Block rewards, all that stuff is good. And then calculate. So once we hit calculate, we can see here that it says that we should earn about 47 swap per day, which matches what we were looking at earlier whenever we were just searching on the rig itself, the configuration with the 6 GPUs. So this is, you know, as far as profitability goes, it's not bad compared to just a couple weeks ago. This was not even anywhere near the top. So this is looking okay. Even after electric costs, you're still in the green a little bit. So in the black, whatever you want to call it. So that is good to see. And if you want to learn more about swap itself, there is a I do have a pretty decent video, but like I said, I made a mistake in one of these. I think it was, I want to say it was the update, probably on the Friday. I think it was this one where we did a wallet update, and I kind of messed something up there. I was looking at the website and I realized I don't know, I just made a mistake. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But basically what Swap is it's a privacy coin that uses the Kukuru 29S hashing algorithm for proof of work mining and the CryptoNote algorithm for transactions in small 15-second blocks. And the project as a whole focuses on security, fairness, and privacy. So you know, you guys know that I like privacy coins, and you know, this is one of my top ones that I keep an eye on and watch. So if you want to learn even more about them, you could check out their manifesto, and I will post that link again over in the chat. All right, so that's good there. So check that out if you want to learn more. They talk a lot about privacy and where the project started and what they focus on, right? So it's a good read. I think this was back in July of last year. So check that out if you want to learn more about Swap and where they come from. Well, we got in here, let's see here. What's up, YouTube watcher? What's up, Jay Bohannon? All right. So let's do a little bit of comparison here. So we've got this is the pool that I was mining to for the past 24 hours, roughly 23 plus. And this is the address that I was mining to. You can see that in, you know, previous videos where I set that up and I had the wallet and I showed you that this was the address. So you can see here that actually you can see it in the mining OS as well. We go to wallets over here, you can see it right here. I think this is the one I'm using. I think those are the same. See here, edit wallet. So I'll just copy this. I think that would be, yeah, it's the same. So copy that and I'll paste it just so you can see that it is in fact that particular one that we're dealing with. There's that on the solo pool. Paste this back in there. All right, so you can see earlier I showed you this. This is the swap pool results from the night before last, basically from that previous 24-hour period. We solved 11 blocks. Our personal luck was 41%, and we were paid 26.61 rewards, which you'll see isn't that great, because if you remember on What's Mine, we should be, if everything is 100%, then we should be getting about 47, right? Now obviously this was 24 hours later, so it probably changed a little bit with the value and you know, network difficulty and all the things that affect it, but you know, it's only 24 hours, so it shouldn't be that much difference. So 26 is what we got, and then on the new pool, not the new pool, but the official pool that we were mining to for the past 24 hours, 23 plus, you can see that we actually earned, scroll down here, so here's the address. I'll hit look up again just so that we get fresh information. I don't know if it's got a total. Yeah, I don't think they have a total per 24 hours. They do have a total here of 40, but that is including a couple of payments that were on previous days. You can see them down here. It says, you know, 113, 114. So we would have to start with the 115 actual first payment here. So I did total these up right here, all these up until this 8 o'clock p.m. Amount here. So I did total those up, and it comes up to 33.6. which is pretty close to, I mean, it's closer than the solo pool. Is closer to what to mine is saying we should get per day, but it's still a little low. Probably over time it would work out pretty well. A day isn't really a whole lot to do a test. I mean, it should be fairly accurate, but I think that over time it would probably increase, as long as if everything stayed the same, then it would probably hopefully it would increase a little bit. Not everything meaning like network difficulty and all that, but or value, but yeah, if like my hash rate stayed the same. So you can see right here also on the official pool for swap, I plugged in what I was actually mining at. You can see right here 32.89. So if I plug those in on the official pool, 32.89, it should be about 46, which is what we saw on what to mine. It's pretty accurate. It all matches up. In other words, you're not like getting crazy values on one compared to the other one, so they're actually pretty close. And then 262 a day, and obviously this is without electric costs, right? So 262 a day, if we went back to what to mine, we would be looking at about the same thing, right? 265 here. So it's all matching up pretty well, so you're in the right ballpark. Now on the solo pool, we weren't really in the right ballpark. And again, probably because of those rejected shares, the latency, we were hitting 150 milliseconds or more ping times. So there was that network latency there. You can see hash rate OS doesn't have the little red exclamation point here where it had yesterday after mining. And like I was explaining yesterday, I had that power outage, and it actually erased, some of the indications of the rejected shares, but it was 60 or 70, something like that, by the time it reset. And now you can see that this rig's been up for 1 day and 1 hour and no rejected shares. So clearly the official pool, even though it is overseas, it has a little less latency, a little less millisecond ping time. So it is a little more reliable, I guess you could say. I would trust it a little bit more than this solo pool here. So, all right, and that is pretty much the content that I wanted to cover. Let me check the chat, see if you guys are talking about anything. What's up, Bitcoin Jake? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, so what I was going to talk about as far as where I messed up. All right, whenever we were I can't remember the video. I've done like all swap videos this week since Friday. That's all I've done. There was one video where I want to say it was the Friday, the update, swap project update video, where I think that's the one that I downloaded the wallet and I had to reinstall the new one. I don't know what I was looking at, but sometimes whenever you're live, you get kind of off track with what button you're supposed to click and how. Hey, what's up, Chris? I'm not really doing like pool testing or anything like that. This is just something I wanted to do because I saw all those rejected shares. So I was like, you know what? I really want to see if it's my settings or if it's just the pool. And I wanted to kind of prove that in this case, it was the pool. So I'm not, if you want to get pool testing, like real pool testing with identical rigs and all that stuff, you'd have to go over to Not Your Normal Miners YouTube channel, because that's what he focuses on. So I do not focus on pool testing at all. But in this case, yes, I had the exact same rig, but it was 2 different days. Network difficulties changed in that time, although this is a small project, so it probably didn't change that much. I didn't even look, but yeah, I mean, it's not a scientific or perfect test by no means, but it did prove that the pool that we were using was not great. Only probably because of the latency. You're going across the ocean, for your communication. So it was yeah, not great. Although, like I said, the official pool is also overseas, but it seems to have a better, you know, maybe they got better hardware, they got better, you know, server, whatever. I guess that's probably what it is. So it was a little bit lower ping time, and it just worked out a little bit better. And I don't remember ever getting a rejected share on the official pool, even in the many months that I've mined swap before. So I just don't remember that ever happening. So all right, so anyway, back to what I was talking about. I had clicked on, we had done a wallet update. So like right now, if I was to launch, let me launch my wallet here. Give me just a second to put in this really super long and complex password. It'll take a minute to fire up the daemon and all that stuff too. Actually, it's probably not going to work because of what I was also working on with the other wallet, so I have to check that out. While we're waiting on that, let me go see if Brandon, see if he's got a reminder set up. I don't see any. Yeah, so hopefully he's going live tonight. I don't see an alert or anything, but our notification, but we'll see. Okay. So on the wallet side, here is the wallet, and so what I was trying to do in the video was, you know, update the wallet, and I did update the wallet, but I just updated to the latest GUI, right? This is the QT wallet, and so I want to check. Let's see here. Let me pull this over here just for a second, make sure I'm not going to show you anything crazy. All right, yeah, so if you look at the version, so I went to settings and then info here. So the version is 3.0.5, which is the old one, right? QT desktop wallet. So I'm going to get out of there. And I think that what I did on the video, I might have called the QT wallet the Electron wallet. They just came out with, I think they just came out with an Electron wallet. And it looks like you go to their website and click on wallet downloads. What I had done here is I was kind of ignoring this because it's not the same color. I guess to my eyes, I was just like, this is not enabled, or it's just a description of this, or I don't know what I was thinking in the video, but anyway, I think I downloaded this one and installed the new version, 3.1.0, and I think during that time I was calling in an Electron wallet. So I wanted to clear that up. What we did was not the Electron wallet. But we are going to update this wallet real quick here. Now normally you would back up your keys and all that stuff. I'm just going to blast right through this real quick, because we only have about maybe 5 minutes left if Brandon's going live, which I don't know if he is or not. All right, so you're always going to get this alert on a normal PC, you know, to get through the firewall and actually install the software, because it's going to be seen as a possibly malicious software. So let's see here. Yeah, so we definitely did not do this. So it wants to know where I'm going to install it. I'm going to install it in my normal location, so I'm going to click browse and get over to that. Just a second. All right. Got it. Yep. Okay. And because this isn't really messing with your .keys files or anything like that, it's not. I mean, you definitely want to back up your wallet before you try to upgrade a wallet version, which I have backups of mine, so I'm not really that concerned about it. But this doesn't really modify anything to do with the wallet files themselves. It's just the the actual desktop Qt wallet executable files. Okay, so this does look different a little bit. Like they did a pretty good update here. I just gotta wait on the daemon to start before I can slide it over there. Just want to make sure that was in there. All right, cool. All right, so I'll slide this over there. So this is what the new one looks like. Not bad. A little bit of an update. It looks like they've tightened up the interface a little bit. So that's cool. Minimize this. And it is synchronized. The daemon's synchronized, so we're all good here. And if you go to settings and then info, you can see right here that it is the new version, right? And I've got my balance hidden. That's why it looks like this. So normally you would have the actual balance right here. So, all right, so I'm going to get out of there. Then we are going to head back over to their website and show you the difference between that and an Electron wallet. So the Electron wallet, if you download that, which I already had, and I went ahead and installed it, it looks a lot different because it is, I believe that the Rio team made this. And this is probably just a fork of that. So this is what the Electron wallet looks like for Swap. I think Loki uses this as well. So this is the Electron wallet. So I just wanted to really clarify this because this is the Qt GUI wallet here, the normal desktop wallet, and then this is the lightweight Electron wallet that looks like this. I've got, I mean, if you want to, I think I've got a video, the Rio Electron wallet, I think they call it Atom, I think, is the name of their wallet. And I go pretty in depth in that particular video about all the functionality, which this probably has. I haven't been through this, that's why I'm not really going to worry about it right now as far as all the functionality and what it's like. But that video from Rio that I did is pretty in depth for this particular video, or this particular wallet. So anyway, I just wanted to clear that up because I realized I had made a pretty big mistake there whenever I was talking about it. I saw something on their Discord today that reminded me, and I saw an announcement for the Electron wallet, and I was like, I thought I already did that, and I clicked on it and I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this is not what I did. So I wanted to just kind of clear that up. So I don't know if Brandon's going live or not. Don't know. It's Wednesday, right? He should be going live. Doesn't matter. I am done. That was enough for me. Hopefully it was entertaining and informative to you as well. Thanks so much for watching. And I will be live tomorrow. Hopefully Brandon will be live tonight. But I'll be live tomorrow, same time, 9:30. Not sure what we'll cover, but we'll figure it out. And I might even do a premiere tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 if I can get something together here tonight for that. And I think that's it. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Everybody, see you tomorrow. Stay savage.